Good morning, athletes. Happy Thursday. We're on the back half of the week. Hope you're having a great week. We've got a lot of shoulder pressing today, so we're going to get right into it. Warm up, we're going to start with just a quick set of 5 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off of 2 different movements. So you'll do the first movement and then the second movement, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. First movement is going to be dumbbell deadlifts. We're going to hold this on the side of it for this portion of the warm-up, just trying to get a good squared up hips as we go through those deadlifts. Second movement, we're going to do burpees, making sure we're getting all the way to the ground, quick explosive hip drive up, and working through that. After that, we're going to get into the strength portion for today. We're going to do 5 sets of 3 different movements on a 15-minute clock. Rest as needed. Try to take a little bit of time to make sure you are resting. Don't go through this all 5 sets unbroken. Try to take a little bit of time in between each one. Catch your breath as you go through. There's a lot of reps here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 10 tempo single arm dumbbell strict press on one side of your body. We've got a 1 second through each portion of the movement. So we'll do 1 second up, 1 second hold at the top, 1 second down, 1 second hold at the bottom. Really the purpose here is just to control and make sure that we're getting a lot of time under tension. So it should be taking you about 4 or 5 seconds to get through each repetition. After you get through 10 on one side, you're going to switch sides. You're going to do the other side, exact same thing, 10 repetitions. And then we're going to go right into 10 tempo dumbbell good mornings. We're going to hold the dumbbell across our chest. If you have multiple weights, you may be able to go a little bit of a different weight here than you will on your strict press. Make sure we're keeping that dumbbell tight to the body, our back nice and flat as we go into those good mornings. Only go as deep as you can. We're really focusing on trying to get that back as parallel to the ground as possible, getting a good stretch in those hamstrings as we go through that. Go through that strength part, and then we're going to get right into the workout. Workout today is very simple. We're going to have a 10-minute running clock. We're going through 2 minutes of each movement here. Once you get through two minutes of that movement, you're going to move on to the next one. Rest as needed in those 2 minutes. You're not expected to go completely unbroken in those 2 minutes, but see how long you can maintain your repetitions. Go for big sets that are basically burnout sets for you, because you probably are going to be working at a little bit lighter weight than you might normally for some of these movements. First movement is going to be a max plank hold. You can either do this in forearm style or in a push-up type position. What we're really focusing on here is making sure that that back is nice and flat, the hips stay high, feeling a good engagement in that core as you hold that position. Hold that for as long as you can in that 2 minutes, accumulate as much as you can. And then we're going right into dumbbell deadlifts. Deadlifts for this portion of the workout, we're going to do it single armed rather than holding the side of it. So really want to make sure that we're keeping our hips squared up, our shoulders squared up. We're not letting our body twist to the side as we do this. You can switch hands however often as you need to as your grip starts to fatigue, but we're just going to move through this the same way. Just touching one head of the dumbbell on the floor. Only go as deep as you can with that dumbbell. After those deadlifts, we're going to go into push press. We're going to be doing a single armed, of course. Go through as many of these push presses as you can on one side and then switch arms. Try to stay equal on each side. Really focusing on the drive out of the bottom of that dip and getting that good explosive hip drive to drive that upwards so you can save your shoulders as much as you can. After the push press, we're going back to deadlifts, same idea, and then back to the plank hold. So you'll have 4 minutes total of plank holding, 4 minutes total of deadlifts, 2 minutes of push press. So same idea as we go through on the back half of that workout. After the workout, we've got a little bit of a finisher for you. 5-minute EMOM of 30 seconds of push-ups right into 30 seconds of plank hold. Now the idea here is that you try to maintain a push-up plank position as you go out of that push-up. That'll really force you to be locking out those triceps. You're going to be getting a big shoulder burn, big arm burn as you try to hold that position. Really push yourself for those 30 seconds to really try to hold on to that. Don't cut that short. All right. Hope you have a great one. We will see you tomorrow and hope you have a great weekend.